if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
Yes, it'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. The guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship, and then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. Max Holloway, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier back on the proving ground here tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max Blast Holloway. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, folks, here we go with the third and in all likelihood final rating between future Hall of Famers Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. They met in 2012 and 2019. Poirier getting the upper hand both times.
Dustin Poirier does a great job of using his range. He's the bigger guy, so he uses his size to control Max Holloway. But the one thing you know about Max Holloway, he is a dog and he is a gamer. And anytime he's in there, he's going to try to take it to you, as he has done time and time again against Dustin Poirier.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Poirier's hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. Nice job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. Lands the left punch now, followed by a right. Oh, you land, I land, is that what we're doing here? Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Effective jab there by Poirier. Man, Holloway at his relentless best. No breathing room for the opponent as he continues to press forward here. Kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Big head kick. Oh! Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch. Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots. Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
Front kick to the body is there. Nice work by Poirier. Able to check that kick as well. He's got him here. Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool, 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
All right, DC, round 2 is upon us. Dustin Poirier and Max Blessed Holloway. This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl. Seminal moments on both sides, and the fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight.
Oh, big power left hand from Dustin Poirier. At times, he looks like an ambidextrous fighter. Good pop in both of his hands. Oh, big diving punch to the head. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take?
You gotta be careful here.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Max Blessed Holloway. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Takes his back now.
That was nice.
Good work from the top here by Holloway.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
Well, he's got his back now. Poirier getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Uppercut attempt does not get to the target. Nice job defensively there by Max Blessed Holloway. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Under a minute to go. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Poirier. Well, if body language is any indication, mentally he is not back in this fight after that knockdown earlier in the round.
I mean, we thought the fight was over, so I guess...
Shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
10 seconds to go in the round. Two rounds in the books. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement.
Oh, he's wobbling now.
Big right hands there by Max Holloway. Poirier's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
So 67 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway. And just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against Dustin Poirier. Lands a big elbow there.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
That is it!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decisions.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so Max Blessed Holloway with a flush knockout here tonight. More often than not, he has played the long game in the UFC, but he did not miss here tonight. What a huge result.
I mean, Max Holloway did what Max Holloway does. You know, he's a guy that overwhelms you with activity. But it wasn't the volume tonight. It was the accuracy that allowed for him to get another massive KO.